So, I have never built in this world, the Sulani or whatever it's called. I have never built in it. I think it's pretty. I'm just not that style, I guess. So I picked the style I wanted to do at this house. I went through 3 different forms before I decided on this little one I'm building here. And this one tested me because, like I said, this isn't my type of style to build, but I wanted one. I wanted to test myself or whatever. But I do love how like the the lots go into the water. And this like building beaches and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. But I never really ever built any island type house. Like when I got the Sims 3 and I got the one that had the houseboats, I didn't really build anything on that. I just like used whatever ones were available. But 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 this one I kind of like how I have it laid out. It's not too weird. I mean the rooms are small, but that's okay because I only designed it for like two people with the option of a third person. And the kitchen took me a minute. Because I was trying to figure out what freaking counters I wanted in it, and I couldn't figure it out. I didn't think any of them fit. And then when I found one that fit, it didn't have any cabinets that fit. So I was like, I want cabinets. I hate how like a lot of houses won't have cabinet space. You gotta find somewhere else for all your crap. I wanted cabinets. I wanted a kitchen full of cabinets. So I I think I went through like 2 or 3 different counter types before I decided which one I wanted. And I pretty much ultimately like ended up just going with ones that kind of matched the tile colors. So that was fun because I've never done that before. I thought the white was just too bright, and then I saw this blue and this like light yellowish wood one, and it looked really good. It matched like the tiles, but when I went to get the cabinets, they didn't have any, none that would work, and I didn't like it. I did eventually just leave like the fridge and the stove the colors that they are, and I think I went with the ones that came with Parenthood. I think they're blue. They're blue. I also forgot to put lights in like I usually do, but it was really bright, so I guess it didn't really matter. Honestly, I wish I had that type of a kitchen because I don't have that kind of like little kitchen island thing. I'd like a in my if I built my house in The Sims, my kitchen would be tiny. Actually, I have built my house in The Sims, and the kitchen is tiny. I have like no cabinet space. I have 2 cabinets, two on opposite sides of the sink, and then I have like what would be considered about the same amount of counter space. I have like one counter to my left, and then one to my right, and then that's all I have in my kitchen for counter space. Really tiny. There's like a little tiny corner in the kitchen where you can put a table. It's a tiny kitchen. But it's bigger than our first house because our first house, it pretty much was, it was an L-shaped kitchen, but it was just a hallway. Um, like the long, like, when you're going down and you make it the L, when you're making the L, when you get to the end, that's like where the sink and everything was, and then there was like a counter, and then there was a stove. And then when you go down, I'd have to draw it out. I am terrible with directions. But it was an L-shaped kitchen with odd counter spacing, but it had a lot of cabinets. It had like a little one for a broom. I loved that one. I miss that. I don't miss the kitchen. I just miss that one cabinet. I like cabinets. As you can tell, look how many I'm putting in this sucker. I even changed the windows because I didn't like how it was. I couldn't put a corner cabinet in. I had to have a cabinet. I must have all the cabinets. I like that word. I'm running on no sleep, and I'm drinking way too much coffee. But that's why it's called Mama Simmer, because I'm a mom. I think these windows looked better anyways. I kind of wanted to flip them, but it wouldn't let me do it. And then I put these up there, but I'm not sure if I kept them there or not, or if I'm going to keep them there or not. It kind of looks okay. And I like those like curved counters. It's really nice. I think I go in later and put in like ceiling fans and stuff, which interfere with that light, but at the same time, I don't even care. The dining room and the kitchen kind of have the same type of feel. They have like the blue, really colorful, kind of like distractions, I guess you could call them. But I really want to build a restaurant. I don't build like community lots at all because I don't know. I guess I don't go anywhere. I don't know what they look like. But I think I want to build a restaurant. I'll have to work on that one. Maybe in the next few weeks I'll have a really good restaurant video. I think well after I've started decorating this house, I realized that I put the wall interfering with one of the windows that leads to the back. And right here, I was just seeing what kind of roof tiles, because I've never really messed with all the roof designs and stuff. I don't. Me and roofs, we have a love-hate relationship. I love to use them because you need them, but I hate having to figure them out because I don't work very good with them. Roofs and I don't get along too well. I like that green roof though. And I made it look older than the rest of the house, like with the way the roof is, like, you know, rusting and stuff, because it's constantly out in the weather, in my brain opinion. And I like this house. I probably will be playing in this house later today. And see, I wanted to do the greenhouse window, like roof, but I didn't want it showing that one spot there. So I had to go in, change the roof. Like I said, I don't get along with roofs. I love them. I don't get along with them. Expensive little pains in the butt. They're like children. That's exactly what roofs are in The Sims. To me, they're children. They're expensive, and they drive me nuts. But I love them. I think here I was trying to figure out what kind of wall I wanted for the dining area. The water's really pretty. And here I had to pause. And I'm back. Um, my hotkeys still don't work. I press them and they just keep on doing what they want to do. And it's kind of getting annoying because sometimes I have to stop in the middle of the video because, well, like I said, I am a mom. That's unpredictable. So and sometimes I have to stop and then I just like quickly hurry up and get back to it. And it's like, why won't you just pause without me having to pause you with my mouse? Which I need to get a new one of. My mouse is sticking. And there's no reason for it to stick. So it's just, I guess, old. I'll be getting lighting and a camera soon. I just didn't want to worry about that right off the bat. I'm still really not worrying about it. I like that couch. I mean, it doesn't look very comfortable, but it looks pretty. Looks like something more like you'd have outside, but I didn't put it outside. I think I moved a mermaid into this house. I honestly cannot remember. It was really late last night. I think it was a mermaid. Mermaid butt. That's what my daughter always says when she sees my mermaid again. Mermaid butt. She's got a betta fish. She just turned 5 and she got a betta fish for her birthday. And she calls it rainbow butt. So that's what 5-year-olds name their fish, I guess. I think when I was a kid, I named mine, like, we had a fish tank, and I think we named them, like, all from, like, The Little Mermaid, because I remember our goldfish's name was Sebastian, so. And I know it had to have come from The Little Mermaid, because I had a Little Mermaid birthday when I turned, like, 7 or something like that. It was all Little Mermaid decorations, and I got those 90s blankets. Oh, I was so happy. I saw one online the other day. Somebody's like, I found it at a thrift shop. And I was like, I had that when I was a kid. I love it. I miss it. I want it. But, of course, I didn't get it. I think somebody, when I was working, told me that I didn't know anything about The Little Mermaid. And I, like, looked at him funny. And my other friend that was working with me that day, she's like, you're an idiot. Like, that girl, that movie came out when she was alive. Not like, alive in diapers. Like, alive walking around and had thought. So. All those Disney classics they're remaking now came out when I was a kid, so. I'm not gonna lie. We went and saw The Lion King, and I cried. I cried the first time. I'll cry, anytime I see Mufasa die. I cry. Anytime I hear Darth Vader, I say Mufasa, and then I cry. So. My sons are all into Star Wars right now. And then every time I hear Darth Vader, I'm like, Mufasa. And they had no idea it was the same person, really, ever. My husband pointed it out to me, like, it's the same voice. Mufasa. My voice cracked. I don't know how the boats work. I have my move objects on. I know that's probably not where they're supposed to be placed. But it looked nice, so I left them there. And then I do have this house set up with like 2 bedrooms. The blue bedroom and then the green bedroom. They are the same size. Um, the blue bedroom though, I designed that. I wanted that one to be for the adults if they did have a kid, because it's right against the back and they can see all see the beach and stuff. And this house does have the ability to become a two-story house. I just haven't really worked out how I want that to be with the roofs. it's a serious struggle over here with them damn things. It's weird. They're just so dumb. Ugh, those dumb things. They are so dumb. I just don't. I can't work roofs right. I just can't do them right. I try. And then when I'm doing it, I'm like, ugh, why are you so dumb? I don't know if I'm talking to me or if I'm talking to the roof. But, like I said, love-hate relationship with the Sims roofs. But yeah, I've never used this bed before, and I think it's beautiful. My personal preference, though, I would have had the pillows purple. But that's me. It works for that bedroom because it's blue. And I was checking to see if I need to put a desk in that room or if I could fit a desk out here, and then I found a little spot where I could put a desk. And I like that fountain. I wanted to put the dresser in the bedroom with the adult's bed, but they're really small. I pretty much leave the bedrooms just beds and tables. I didn't put any decorations up or anything really. I didn't go full on into depth with the decorating and cluttering of this room, this house. But trust me, it'll get cluttered. I'll play in it and be like, oh, this painting would look so great over this dresser, and add it. Then I'll start wandering off somewhere else and forget that I was even playing this the family I moved in. I was trying to find tiki torches because, like I said, I've never built much with the island things. And I was like, where the heck are they? And I was like, oh, well, these will work. They're not exactly tiki torches. They look like funny little spears with satellites on the end. But I saw a little challenge on YouTube about like building a house with like only 32 tiles. I'm going to actually try that and see if I can build one. It's tiny. It'll be cluttered because of the furniture. But I'm going to try to build that here and after I'm done recording this and done editing it. So, I do. That water is so pretty. I like it. I love when it's storming because I love. I think you do have like monsoons or something like that during, instead of like a thunderstorm, it's like a monsoon. I think I remember seeing that, and I like that because it's like that's some cool weather. Now that's only probably because I don't actually have to deal with them where I'm at. Like I don't have to deal with hurricanes or any of that stuff. But I mean, we get tornadoes and we get some pretty bad like thunderstorms. Like last week we had like seriously bad wind. It like destroyed a bike tent that we had and knocked down a pine tree right by our house down onto our road. And which reminds me, when the police and like crew, like some kind of crew, I don't know what kind of crew did it, but like road crew I guess, are blocking off a road because it's unsafe to travel down to anything but through traffic because there's like one house at each end of my road. It's pretty stupid to use your vehicle to push one of the road barrels. It wasn't even a cone. It was a big barrel. This woman used her vehicle to push the barrel out of the way so she can continue down the road, because she didn't stop at the barriers that were at the ends of the road. And then at least 20 more people drove down this road. And there were wires hanging over the road that were sagging, and it was I don't even know the right word for this, but I was like, are you people that dumb? I get it, there wasn't no live wires on the road, but that tree, it was still super windy. And if the wind had knocked that tree just a little bit and moved that tree just enough, those wires would have pulled because of the tension they were on, under, that they would have fallen in the road. And then I would have to watch somebody be electrocuted in their car because they're stupid. So I'm happy they removed the tree, fixed the wires, just now finally removed the cones, and the barrels are still in the grass. It's weird. But thankfully, no really Swifty drivers were harmed during their excursion through the hazard zone of my road. But back to monsoons. I like the rain. I love rain. We've had nothing but rain for the last 3 days, and I love it. My friend commented on her Facebook that she's like, I've been praying for rain. I thought it was going to happen in Australia, and I was like, well, maybe you should have been more specific. And she called me a jerk, which I can see, yeah, that's kind of a rude thing to say, but it's also an honest thing. If you're going to pray for rain, say, I pray for rain to happen for blank and blank. Not, I pray for it to rain, because if your prayers are going to get answered, be specific. Don't be like, I pray for a green blanket when you wanted a green plaid blanket. Be specific. But that's just me. I'm weird. Really weird. And I hope you really like this house, and please do like and subscribe to my channel. I am trying to get better so that y'all can enjoy the videos, and I still am working on the screenshots, but please hit the like and subscribe, and thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, weekend.